Hey, this is Joel Oney at J Money in the heart of the Buckeye State, and I want to personally welcome you to today's episode of the Steel Kings podcast with my good friends Jared Ledford and Eric Olson, better known as the Steel Kings. Be sure to check out jmoneyllc.com for financing solutions for your buildings. And now let's get back to the Steel Kings podcast.
Kings email. Yeah, we come a long way.
What I'll tell you, dude, is I am beyond excited. I am Jared Ledford. It is time to get motivated about your business. It's time for some personal development. It's time to get out and shake and howdy with people. I can tell you, man, the Steel Kings are. Dude, we have been busy.
What one thing, I mean, if I could say one statement about the Shed Show is that people need direct help from on-market questions.
I'm Jared. He's Eric. We are the Get out in your communities, everybody, and do something good for somebody else. It'll make you feel better. What's up, guys? This is Jared. That's Eric. We are the Steel Kings, back at you for another episode of the podcast. We are going to give you episode 2 of our interview with Dan Van Orden from Idea Room. We just ran long, guys. That's all there is to it. There was so much to talk about, so much fun to be had. We had to just keep talking, and we're going to have him back again probably multiple times. Idea Room's great. Eric, what's up, dude? How are you? I'm
still good. hey, and I'm not in a metal building anymore. I am in a I'm getting there.
Yeah. We are moving on and moving up. As always, we are sponsored by the guys over at VersaBend. Check them out. They are great. If you need a bender that is easy and simple to use, contact the team over at VersaBend. They will help you out. Our friends at J Money, we are so grateful and thankful for them. If you need financing on a metal building project, any kind of home improvement, check out Joel and the team over at J Money. They do a great job. Big thank you to Tristan and the team at Cal. If you're in need of an order management software, anything that you can think of, Cal might be able to help you. Cal is great and as always defined SEO. Check those guys out. They will help you out with your SEO marketing needs. Eric, brother, I'm just going to lead right into it, man. Dan was great.
Let's get back to episode part 2.
Dan, what's the feedback been? I know that you guys have to get feedback, good, bad, and different. What do you guys really hear from the field, away from the manufacturers? Tell me about what dealers have to say about Idea Room. What feedback do you get?
Well, I mean, the feedback on Boost, once people turn it on, is pretty incredible because when you use it on a phone, it's just faster, it's smoother, it's got things like you can see the component doors and windows with big icons. It just functions dramatically better. And it's so much better that when we sell it, we just have people bring it up on their phone, which kind of relates to what you're talking about, Jared. Like, ultimately, you can use it with the customer anywhere. You can use it over the phone. You can use it if you're emailing with them. You can use it on a big screen. We have people that put it on tablets and walk around on a shed lot and close business on, a tablet or a laptop. And so ultimately, what we hear about is either, because this is what we kind of obsess about. Yeah, we're seeing more leads, right?
Yeah.
How can we generate more leads? Or we hear about, oh yeah, this is really nice, fast and smooth for our salespeople. And if we can accomplish that, where it's a part of their sales process, well, I mean, that makes me happy because, part of this company history here is I was one of the salespeople. So I know if your tools help you do the job better, that's fantastic. And everybody wants to be kind of educating and consulting with customers. So anything that helps you do that better is just contributes to more success and closing more deals. So yeah, generally speaking, like on the front end, it's, faster, smoother, easier. And then on the back end, you were kind of talking about sales view, which really gets more into kind of sales efficiency and process. It's a little across the board because everybody's sales process is different.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things we've done to try and be a little bit of a Swiss Army knife. And sometimes it hurts you, but honestly, I think it makes things really powerful. We're an open platform and we integrate with a ton of systems because everybody's company uses different sets of systems to accomplish things. So
Yep.
I mean, CRM, you can use HubSpot. We have people that use Zoho. There's Pipedrive's another example. For ERP systems, we have folks that integrate with Microsoft Dynamics, for example, which are kind of a bigger company. And then we have now, and this is kind of out in public material, but I'm not sure how much it's kind of been blasted out in the industry. We have an exclusive partnership with SmartBuild in Postframe and Rediron, which is also a part of the sales and fulfillment process. If you're talking about, a larger steel building, Postframe and Rediron, when you need to do the bill of materials or your pricing is materials based. So we try to make sure we support as many integrations as possible. And then we have the partnerships with the best companies so you can plug it all together and run your entire sales process, either in Idea Room or connected to the additional systems that you need. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So let me give a top-down perspective again. So Dayton Barnes has an Idea Room configurator for 3D designs on metal buildings. And we currently have worked with Idea Room, and this is at no additional cost to us. This is just under our current agreement with Idea Room. They have built us and helped us build an integration that goes directly to our CRM and takes that webhook. This is all very techy, but takes the webhook that's created when you hit submit or get a quote on your Idea Room build and goes directly into our CRM. And we can take that CRM, that tile, that information block, and give it right to a rep in real time. And inside that tile carries the build link, the customer's name, information, everything that Idea Room collects and gathers comes directly to our workflow in one fell swoop, instantly, like that, right? And that has been a very powerful tool. And I think a lot of you out there might be still using SalesView in addition to your current CRM, and that's fine. If that's what you like to do, that's perfectly fine and dandy. But there are options available to you through things like Zapier and different webhook providers that you can pull that data into what you're using in real time and close deals in one place in real time. Okay, I want to stress that to you. And Idea Room can work with you on that. When Dan says it's an open platform, Idea Room shakes hands with so many different things. Okay, it works behind the scenes so you can close deals up front. And that's what I love about it. We like right now, there is somebody, I guarantee you, on the Dayton Barnes website on the 3D configurator. We are currently averaging somewhere between 20 and 30 website designs a day coming into Dayton Barnes through the Idea Room configurator. And if that doesn't tell you how much we care about it, that should be everything. But on top of that, what Dan's talking about when it comes to Smart Build, so for our post frame friends, right, we have Five Rivers Pole Barns. We are a Smart Build customer. We love working with Graber. Smart Build's a great program, but one thing that it lacks, and it doesn't just lack it is absent, okay? The e-modeler. If you are using Smart Build, if you're using Smart Build and you're using the e-modeler, please stop. Please call Idea Room, effective immediately. End of discussion. You should be talking to Dan or Dan's team, effective immediately.
Well,
immediately.
Jared, that was the origination of the partnership, actually. And the Smart Build guys are great. We've known Keith for a long time.
Love them.
Yeah, and we've been moving in the industry. Now, they were very focused there and really grew very substantially because, bill of materials and really materials-based pricing is the standard in Postframe, and they handle that really well. And ultimately, they were getting, questions and demand and feedback about mobile support, more marketing and selling focused, like B2C features.
Yep.
And what they wanted to do is focus on what they do well and keep investing there. And so they ended up looking for a partner. And of course, we were kind of already there. And it's just a different audience to serve. Like if you're doing front end B2C,
it's great
marketing, selling. And so, it worked out beautifully because we were kind of at the right time together to just come together.
We love it. We love it from somebody who uses both platforms already. I know that there's growing pains. If you've been using Smart Build for a long time and you're used to the e-modeler, there's just a better option now. That's all there is to it. It doesn't replace Smart Build, okay? It is the best tool possible. you said strapped a jetpack onto you earlier, Dan. I'm going to say it straps a jetpack on the Smart Build. Anybody who has used Smart Build to design a building in real time knows, well, let's get my stopwatch out because it's going to be 60 seconds on every single update. I moved that window 1.5 inches, and by God, it's going to take 60 seconds for that baby to kick in. Okay. So let me just say this. Imagine a world where you can design a pole barn in under 3 minutes and it just poof appears in your Smart Build. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's as simple as it. It's as simple as it gets. You can set templates. You can set designs. If you want to, we save links all the time. We're a high-end user. You can save links, save website designs. You can advertise a specific building, and you can put that customer's information in it, and boom, it's in your Smart Build, fully designed with all the components. There's a little bit of nuance, right? Everybody that's using it right now knows there's a couple things here and there. It's growing. But I can tell you, it saves me hours a week. Hours, without question.
The first few times I demonstrated that kind of working end to end, and even like the nascent very first time with the first customer we worked to kind of put that together.
Can't even imagine.
It was one of those magical moments where there was like, oh my goodness. And yeah, whichever industry we're in, and it's really beautiful to bring this together in PostFrame, kind of that end to end, right? Oh, yep. I generated a lead on social media, and maybe you sent them directly into Idea Room, and then that customer plays around, they get to save their building, and then the salesperson can bring it up immediately in Smart Build, and then when they connect, like refine and finish the design, and that flows straight into, and I know they have integrations with ERP systems like role forming and otherwise. Yep. Like that end-to-end connected systems and workflow is pretty magical when you put it together.
Yeah, I mean it's really impressive, and I can tell you from our perspective, we were high-end Idea Room users before we ever knew what Smart Build was. So when we were introduced to Smart Build, we were expecting this to be okay. Well, we're used to Idea Room. Let's move a window, a door, and like me and Eric looked at each other and said, "Brother, this isn't going to work. Like this is not meant for forward-facing customer lead gen. It's just not. That's not what Smart Build's job is.
It's cool if they're in person.
Yeah, it's an expert tool.
If you're in person and you mastered it, great. But if you want to collect, here's a pro tip. If you have Idea Room on your website and you just want customers to design something for you, like, it's a good way to relay an unmastered person can build a pole barn on Idea Room, not on Smart Build. So if it's front facing, you can get the general gist before you call them. And I think that's a good way to communicate because it gives some of the ownership to the couple that's trying to buy it or whoever's trying to buy it. If they've taken the time to do it, it's not frustrating because it's not basic, but you know what I mean? Like any person with some intelligence level can figure out how to build a 40 by 80 with 5, you know what I mean?
That's
Idea Room follows.
Yeah, and that's the goal is so that when the guy across the street fills it out, I know exactly what he's looking for. Now I can kind of put it together before I call him back and I'm ready to like.
Idea Room's flow is right.
That's my
so I don't know who came up with the initial flow. I'm not sure if it was storyboarded or what, but when you go down the workflow of Idea Room through carport view or shed view or post frame, the flow works.
That's good.
You guys have
shout out Elaine. Probably.
Okay, so shout out to Elaine because I mean we've built our business on the back of the flow Idea Room. Like our quoting sheets, our snippets, all of it's based on the flow of the Idea Room flow. Like building frame size, sidings and ends. I mean, you name it, it just goes down the flow and it's just natural. When you have that ease of use, a customer who has no experience in this industry, you have to accept the fact that customers have to be educated. This is going to be one of the biggest purchases they make in their lifetime. Other than their vehicle and their home, when you buy a 30 by 50 by 14 metal building or post frame barn, or if you buy a 16 by 40 wood shed, whatever it is you're buying, this is going to be one of the biggest purchases you make in your entire life. And they don't know a single thing about it. And now we're giving them the tools to be their own contractor. They can build this thing and design it in their bedroom at 10:30 at night. And you wake up the next morning at 9 a.m. and all their information is just sitting there. And you know they were excited about it because they cared about the design. We know those people. We know those people that send in the 12 by 20 carport that just get to the screen with the baseline and send you their info. And you call them and you're like, well, I was really looking for a 30 by 50. So you just didn't take the time to build it, right? But you know the people that come in with the 30 by 50 by 14 with the lean-tos and the two-tone and the drip stop and whatever it is that they've got plugged into this baby. You know those customers are serious. They took 20 minutes just to design the building.
Well,
and sometimes multiple designs.
Yeah.
Well, this is what you want to pay attention to, right? I mean, if you're talking about driving leads and then where you want your salespeople to pay attention, it's, were there multiple sessions? Were there multiple submissions? How, what's the average price of that building? It kind of tells you where to take your attention because, of course, as a salesperson, where you spend your time is kind of that return on investment. And honestly, that's even one of those areas where if you connect to a system like HubSpot and other systems, they can help you with like automatic lead scoring and prioritization and that kind of thing. So it's a reason to have some of those integrations. But yeah, it's pretty wild to bring, what started in sheds with simple 3D building, goes into carports, and then kind of bring that into Postframe now where it can be that simple. And I even remember this back in sheds, like, is anybody going to shop for something that could be, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 online? And then seeing it in carports where the industry kind of started with simple carports, but then we just see over time, more and more larger, complicated buildings, higher average sales price. And it's pretty wild how you can design one, see the price. We even have some that do the e-commerce and payments, which we also have. And then you get the building within 3 to 6 weeks. That's pretty wild. And now we're seeing Postframe start to move there, which is kind of that origination of the partnership. People were showing up like, okay, we know we need to connect online. We know we need a good customer experience and we need to see. And those bigger companies, they look at those conversion rates. What will perform? And, providing that experience and seeing that start to take off in Postframe is pretty awesome. You just need those partnerships with the other players to make sure that it, in smart build in particular, you can finish pricing and doing the bill of materials. If you can fulfill that fast too, like as a company, that's pretty powerful.
Because now you've taken all of the legwork and you've basically processed it out to the max. And that's what I really love about where we're at currently. Is if there was a roadblock in the way for a Postframe company using Smart Build, the eModeler slowed down that lead gen pipeline. That sales funnel was slower on the initial interaction with the customer. And now you've strapped the jetpack to it. You've absolutely taken it to the maximum of its potential currently. And you'll only get better. That's the thing. So let me understand this, and I just want to make sure we say this out loud. If you are currently using Smart Build in any capacity whatsoever, Idea Room can help you. Is that a true statement, Dan?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I want to stress that. Like, if you are sitting back and you are using Smart Build and you don't know that there's an Idea Room integration, hear my voice, contact Idea Room. I promise you. Right now, somebody can go on our website, FiveRiversPoleBarns.com. They can design with the Idea Room builder with our logo. Looks like $1 million. Works great on mobile. Works great on the website. Works great everywhere it is. And it will be populated if they get on there at midnight tonight. They can design their pole barn, and tomorrow morning, matter of fact, at 12:01, as soon as they put it in there, it'll be over there. But when we get in tomorrow morning, we have a tile in our CRM that has the customer's name, the build link. Oh, and by the way, when we click on it, the sales view portion in the Postframe includes the Smart Build link.
Yeah, you click on it, and it takes you to Smart Build, and it loads it. Yeah, magical moment, right? Like
it's slick.
It's
slick. It's slick.
Both in terms of software integration, this is a very nice, closely integrated thing. And we are bringing them customers and they are bringing us customers because it works so well together. So yeah, if they have smart build, that's even easier because your implementation is very fast and simple with Idea Room because smart build already has your data.
That's right.
In post frame, data and like quality and consistency of data, they've had to do it and do it well. And then when they come to us, our piece is really simple, and we can even pull data out of smart build to get you set up and running faster. And then when I was talking about self-service earlier, you can actually turn on, manage your smart build integration in there, and like the mapping between the two systems. There's self-service tools for doing that mapping and maintaining it over time. And again, you know, in Postframe in particular, like it's something you have to do a bit more of because to get a bill of materials requires like all the way down to the screws, right?
That's right.
So it's kind of a match made in heaven. We love those guys. And yeah, we're kind of going to market together in addition to the integration. We're also going to be bringing it into carports. And this is already starting to happen a little bit with some of our carport customers. Is Smart Build is investing. They already have the ability to do tubular steel buildings and bill of materials, but they're developing out more of those capabilities needed for carports. And so pricing in carports is more price book based and standardized, right? So we do automatic pricing there, but you'll be able to push into, and it's been a pain point in the carport industry, needing to generate automated bill of materials instead of the guy that has all the knowledge in his brain filling out a spreadsheet or a paper, you know, form. So that might be one for more conversation in another episode. But yeah, smart building carports is coming.
I think we have an immense amount of interesting things to talk about. There's a lot coming down the road, not only for the Steel Kings, but for Idea Room. And I can tell you, we've already gone over, so this will definitely be a two-parter. So you're hearing me now on the second part of the episode at this point. But I can tell you, Dan, is there anything you want to leave us with as we tie this up for now? We're definitely going to have you back. I think you're too valuable of a guest to not have back on. We definitely probably want to have you back on at least once to show the integration live. We'd love to do that. We can do a live, you know, build on our website, take it over to Smart Build, show everybody how it works. I think that would be valuable. I think we'd love to have you on in a different capacity on the different social channels just to feature different things. I think it's that valuable I'm telling you, if you have Idea Room and you're not satisfied with it, there's going to be a solution for that satisfaction. I promise you. You're either not asking the right questions or probably not asking the right questions. And I'm telling you, call me, email me. I'm an open book. I'll tell you exactly how it works. I'll show you exactly what works for me. I love it. Okay. And I want you to hear it from somebody that's not necessarily Idea Room. Okay. I know that that's what you're thinking. Oh, these guys got Dan on here and they're going to hype up Idea Room and all these things. Listen, I only bring on people I want to talk to that can provide a service to the people that I care about and trust in a way that I care about and trust. Okay. And I love what it's done for our business is second to none. Eric, I mean, you can jump in here, brother. There's nothing that's revolutionized our business like Idea Room. And I'm not just blowing smoke. That's the truth.
We got 230. I'm sorry. How many?
Analytics with Eric. Give us the numbers.
Let's have an analytics episode right now. Let's go.
Let me just leave it with this. So I said pro tip. Let me continue it. Let Defined SEO or whoever you guys use make a website design Facebook ad where it directs the customer to the Idea Room builder. Throw $5 at it a day, and then get 500 over the course of months. I mean, September alone, we got 231. And that's a lot for one, you know, for 5 days.
Those are advertised direct links, right? These are ones that we're paying to get. These don't include the ones that we're getting extras on. So mind you,
try sorting through that. You're a couple man show and you need some leads. This is a good way to get them.
100%. 100%.
And it moves the needle on the dealer and the industry as a whole because more people are touching it, more people like it, more businesses will pick it up. Honestly,
100%. 100%.
Okay, guys, I don't know that we've shared this in other contexts before, but I can give you a little bit of context here. We have more than 750 live configurators, and we have thousands and thousands of users, like sales users. Now, if you extrapolate that out to the buyers, right?
Yeah,
it gets kind of eye-watering. And I didn't actually look at those numbers. Sometimes I do, and they're quite high. Now, yeah, we've grown and we've scaled, and it's beautiful to see the results. And in fact, an analytics episode probably would be pretty incredible. But let me say, like, I care about every single experience. So, Jared, I mean, you sharing your experience is great. And yes, I'm the CEO of the company, so I want to talk positive things. But ultimately, we react a lot faster, and we look really closely at things like the support queue. And earlier this year, I was in there doing overtime myself, closing tickets as necessary. We have people across the company like that contribute when it's necessary. But, we're always looking at that and paying close attention. And then we attack it if we need to, kind of aggressively, to make sure that, service stays on point. Now, ultimately, if you're not having the best experience, and honestly, like when we're that big, we just have more outliers. And do we drop the ball sometimes? Yes. I hate that. And we will take accountability and we will clean it up. But the number of positive stories, going to the Shed Expo this year, that's all I generally heard about, which might be because someone else was handling the difficult situations. But it happens. I don't like it. And you can talk to me if needed. Usually it's not that hard to fix, because it can be a data issue. It can be a complexity issue. It can be we just need to slow down and make sure we're talking the right language together so we understand what we're doing here. There's lots of ways through. And I love that too. When it's like, we're in a difficult situation, but actually this can be cleaned up real fast. And in fact, it usually ends up improving something about your business, whether it's the pricing or your idea room, and then you're getting better results. Maybe the other thing I'd leave, maybe two thoughts beyond those, is on the connected sales workflows, Idea Room is adding many more capabilities so that, like, the salesperson, and we've seen this, like, it's very different for each size of company, right? Some people work on paper, some people work in spreadsheets. Eventually you kind of grow, and then you're using something bigger like a HubSpot. But we do want the essentials in Idea Room. So we have things like digital signatures. This is going right out, embedded digital signatures, so that you can, sign the contract in something like a carport sale, going out to the earliest customers. And there's more coming there, so that you can have more of your complete sales workflow in Idea Room. But then if you're either getting bigger or you need another system, you can stay connected. So we might want to talk a little bit more about both what we have and what's coming, and kind of complete end-to-end sales workflows. Digital signatures is one. Things we've already released that people may not know about, like embedded payments. And then ultimately, this is like way in the background, and it's cool tech. Maybe we'll talk about it next time, but there's plenty of things to talk about. Obviously, artificial intelligence is a big thing right now across the country, across the world, in the economy, like moving and shaking. That technology, we are most definitely have an intentional strategy for. And I can say you absolutely should be looking into where you can use this in the business. And like all technology, it can take an expert like a salesperson and just supercharge what they do. It can be used to make it faster and simpler and easier to connect with the customer and build that relationship of trust, if it can kind of remove some of the friction. So we are using it internally, and we even have some early tech that we've either applied internally, and we've even applied it a little bit within the support scenario, because data management is something that AI can do really well. So there's things coming there, and there's things and ways to apply that in your business that might be interesting to talk about at some point. And maybe we end it there with a little grenade thrown out there.
I think we can. We're right at the hour-long point. Dan, man, what a vast knowledge you've just dropped on us over the course of an hour, over the course of a couple episodes we're going to share with everybody. Eric, you look intrigued, brother. Share with us, man.
I don't know. I just want to know more. But I guess
I think that's what
I'm all about the web. I'm all about AI. I get it.
Eric, I'll give you one nugget. I haven't written code in a long time. Recently, I just started writing a little code again.
Yeah.
I went so fast just because I was thinking about the very beginning of the company when we were writing code. There are things I do in 1/10 of the time, and I'm not going to be writing a lot of code, but it was magical for me. I was just like, wow, you can go so much faster. And our engineering department is most definitely ones that are using it because like it's a productivity booster.
Jared and I are both taking some AI business courses.
Yeah,
I think he's taking
he's taking
a John Hopkins. I think I'm taking an MIT 6-week crash course.
We're trying to understand it better. And I can tell you, if you think it's going to replace something, it probably won't at the moment. There still needs to be some action there.
Robots will replace. AI will enhance.
I can tell you, AI makes me so much more efficient on a daily basis. It makes me
write me a code to add this picture to the right of this thing.
Yeah. I mean,
boom, copy paste.
We do a little bit of coding, right? So we'll leave you on this note as always, guys. We're gonna have Dan back. We're going to have Dan back probably at least a couple more times, or team members from Idea
definitely
Room.
Before the show.
Yeah, I was going to say. So NFBA is coming up in February. Start penciling in. The Steel Kings are going to start a series the second week of January. Dan or someone from Idea Room will be back during that series, but we're going to have a series of conversations with post-frame specific industry leaders in the tech space, in the sales space, in the manufacturing space. Partners from Graber, partners from NFBA, partners from Idea Room. All these folks are going to come together for some huddling and some good conversation leading up to the NFBA show in February. We want to get you guys out to NFBA in February in Oklahoma City. We actually just came back, and like I said, we're super excited for it. It's February the 25th, 26th, and 27th. Oklahoma City. Save the dates. We'll have these out on social media over time. But I'll tell you, Dan, it's been really, really enlightening today, and we really appreciate you. I know it's been a struggle getting you on. We've been trying forever. I know you're busy and we're busy, so I appreciate you taking the time on a Friday to hang out with us, man.
I enjoyed it immensely. I was just jazzed to be on the show. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I will tell you guys in no uncertain terms, the Steel Kings appreciate you, and we appreciate you. As always, get out your communities and do something good for somebody else. It will make you feel better. Check us out next week on the Steel Kings podcast. We will be back at you for another episode. Check out our friends over at Cal. Check out our friends at VersaBin, Defined SEO, J Money, Shed Geek. If you need anything, we're the Steel Kings, and we're out till next week. Peace out, guys.
Before you go, the J Money team wants to thank you for listening to today's Steel Kings podcast. Remember, money is king, and if you need a financing option on your portable wood sheds or steel buildings, we are here to help. Just check us out at jmoneyllc.com for more information, and don't forget to catch the next episode of the Steel Kings podcast, and have a great day.